Salut. This is the Crypto Kid podcast. Today we discuss Microstrategy is King. So welcome here, everybody. This is Crypto Kid TV. And for all you guys out there wondering, Crypto Kid TV is for people 18 to 50 years old who are middle class, or upper class, and you're looking to invest. Maybe you're working class and you don't even have any money, but you want to understand what this crypto game is all about. What is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency? And this podcast is for you. So, man, you can see my studio is evolving. I'm continuing. There we go. Got that light on me. I need it on my face. Am I there? No. Okay. All right, and then we bring this here, and then this right there. Okay, and so today we're going to discuss Microstrategy is King. If you've been following for the last 3 months, Michael Saylor, CEO of Microstrategy, has just been hot on fire. This man is, okay, Donald Trump is the man of the year, Times Man of the Year. But Microstrategy Michael Saylor should be Forbes Man of the Year because this guy understands the crypto game. So let me go here first and give you guys some updates. Bitcoin is down $1,802 to the price of $95,464 US. And it's just simply investors taking their profits. In tandem, Ethereum is down $94 to the price of $3,244 US 3 days before Christmas. This should not be surprising. Market sentiment is basically moving on political headlines and financial headlines. So this past week, Donald Trump transferred his ownership of Trump Media, which is estimated to be around $4 billion, and into a trust fund. And he is allowing his sons, Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr., to run the rest of his business concerns while he is president. And Trump is pro-crypto. One of the headlines is Microstrategy Bitcoin purchases surpassed 2021 bull market levels. So according to Microstrategy co-founder Michael Saylor, the company currently holds 439,000 Bitcoin, valued approximately at $27 billion. This is just incredible. So on November 10th, MicroStrategy reportedly purchased 27,200 BTC for $74,000 per coin, and then another 51,780 BTC, followed by its largest purchase of 55,500 BTC on November 24th, roughly around $97,000 per coin. Okay. During 2021, MicroStrategy's biggest acquisition was 29,646 Bitcoin, and Bitcoin was trading around 21,000 US dollars. So let's calculate that. That is a good math problem. 29,646. So I'm just going to pull up my calculator. And 29,646 times $21,000. That is $622,566,000. Okay, so let's just call that $622.5 million. Now, let's say the current price is $95,464. So the value of that purchase is now $2,812,751,296. So let's subtract that from 622,500,000. Okay. All right. So Michael Saylor's purchase in 2021 has profited Microstrategy $2,190,251,296. So he's like tripled, he's more than tripled the value of his investment. And that is why Donald Trump believes that the U.S. should start a Bitcoin reserve. Now, the Federal Reserve Bank is a private bank, so they don't have to do that. And Chair Jerome Powell said that the Federal Reserve Bank is not authorized to own Bitcoin. They're still trying to hold on to the relics of the past of fiat currency when fiat currency is not backed by any valuable instrument. Fiat currency is supposed to be backed by some precious metal like gold, silver. You could even have it based upon oil or diamonds. Okay. But when Henry Kissinger convinced Richard Nixon to get off of the gold standard, then now they're just printing money endlessly and it's not backed by anything. And what they're doing is they turned everything into the military industrial complex. Everything is all about, like, the Internal Revenue Service raises federal taxes for the purposes of the United States to give away money to fund wars. Specifically, the Congress gives Israel money that is raised by the Internal Revenue Service through federal taxes and is backed by nothing. The dollars that the Federal Reserve hold are not backed by anything. And that is why we're in perpetual wars since World War II. And that is what Dwight Eisenhower called the military industrial complex. But he got that title from Rastafari. Rastafari, when he visited Dwight Eisenhower when he was president, and Dwight Eisenhower is the first U.S. president that invited an African king or leader, meaning Rastafari, as a host and a guest in the White House. And that was very controversial. And Rastafari warned Dwight Eisenhower. He said, the people, the wealthiest families in America that supported you going to war against Adolf Hitler were the same people that were funding this whole war altogether. And they want perpetual world war. Remember, World War I was supposed to be the war to end all wars. And then now we've had another, and World War II, and we just keep having wars. And it's because people like Benjamin Netanyahu, who are foreign leaders, or Zelensky of Ukraine, can rely on both Republicans and Democrats in Congress to give them funding to promote war. And the end result is that Russia is going to completely take over the Ukraine permanently. all the way to the Polish border. Okay. And Zelensky is going to have to flee. And he will not feel at ease or safe here in the United States. So Zelensky is going to have to flee to Germany, France, or the UK. And still, if he's trying to avoid the Russians, good luck. He's never going to get away from them. And then somebody is going to have to put the Federal Reserve in check and the U.S. Treasury and both Congress, Democrats and Republicans, and we have to stop funding Israel. Because now the state of Israel, it's clear that the state of Israel is not trying to go after Hamas or Hezbollah. What Israel is trying to do is expand its territory and take over portions of Syria, Lebanon, and Iran. And Benjamin Netanyahu is going full bore because once he gets his back against the wall, he's expecting to bring the United States in. And if Donald J. Trump supports giving any more money to Israel and supports continued aid to Israel, I will condemn Donald J. Trump. I am done giving money to Israel. I condemn Benjamin Netanyahu as a war criminal. This man needs to be put on trial on the UN level. He needs to be taken into custody and be tried for treason and be put to death. This man is dangerous to the entire world. This man is a true war criminal. And if anybody out there in this world, including in Israel, says that Adolf Hitler was evil, well, you have somebody who is more evil than Adolf Hitler, and that man's name is Benjamin Netanyahu. And who is supporting this guy? Who is propagating this guy, giving this guy missiles, endless military funds? The United States of America. And we have to cut this off, or we will allow dictators like Benjamin Netanyahu. And I truly believe that Benjamin Netanyahu is responsible for assassinating Yitzhak Rabin. And this man will not go away. And all he does is promote war, endless war, and death. And this man needs to be stopped. And the United Nations needs to do something and go in there and arrest this man. And Donald J. Trump needs to step back. His own people wanted to vote him out. And Donald J. Trump needs to step back. And Mike Huckabee needs to go tell Benjamin Netanyahu, as envoy to Israel, you're not getting any more money. And the war you've gotten yourself into, you're going to have to get yourself out. Because it's clear that Israel wants to destroy every country that is a border to it, meaning Egypt, Syria, Lebanon, and Iran, and possibly bring in Turkey. And at that point, that will bring in Russia. And everything will be focused on Benjamin Netanyahu in Israel. And I'm an Ethiopian Jew. So if you read the Bible, the last time we had a kingdom in Judea, in Arabia, was what? Herod. And he was a puppet for Pontius Pilate and Augustus Caesar. Okay. And Herod is the one that wanted to put Jesus to death. All right. Let's get this out here for everybody. So, and the last king of Jews was Emperor Tewodros of Ethiopia. So Jews can only have their own land under a king. And in Ethiopia, we Ethiopian Jews have different kingdoms and territories. And that's outside of the 12 tribes of Israel in Arabia, which is where Judea was, where King David and King Solomon ruled from the 12 tribes of Israel. But there's a reason why all of that was dismantled. And now we have these people who are Zionists who are trying to expand the territory under the guise of Judaism, and they're not even practicing Jews. They're not from the 12 tribes of Israel. They're not religious. They're not even genetically Jews. They're not religiously Jews. These are people, and it's the people in power like Benjamin Netanyahu, all of these Zionists that have this notion. They don't even know what Judah and Israel. I mean, Israel is a name that Yes, Abraham gave to his son Isaac. Okay. No, that Isaac gave to his son Jacob. Okay. So Jacob is the son of Isaac, and Isaac gave Jacob after he was brought out of captivity of Egypt the name of Israel. Okay. So people have religion and history, they have it all scrambled up. The bottom line is we cannot continue to fund Israel in this perpetual war, which is in a drain on the American economy. Our economy could be so much more powerful and strong and robust if we stop funding Israel. So with that, in 2025, we want peace. We want the war in Israel to end. We want the war in the Ukraine to end. We want the American economy to prosper and grow. And MicroStrategy is showing us that the way to go is through Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And we need to move away from the US dollar, which is not based upon anything. And you and I, as American citizens, we don't have to use the US dollar. We can exchange with any instrument we deem. And the Federal Reserve Bank is a private bank that has the support of the federal government. So it's not even a federal bank. And that's why the president chooses the chair for a 4-year term. And in that 4-year term, the president cannot force the person he elected to resign. So you guys need to understand that Jerome Powell is saying that we cannot, the Federal Reserve Bank is not authorized to hold Bitcoin as a currency because it threatens their US dollar, which is not based upon anything. The US dollar is not based upon anything. And the $1 million question is the $1 million and the $1 billion in gold bricks that J.D. Rockefeller gave to the Federal Reserve. Where are those? Okay. And some of those gold bars were Medici bars from the 1400s. You need to Google a photograph. And I know it's in Getty Images. I know it's in Getty Images, and I know it's in the National Archives. The photograph of J.D. Rockefeller standing in front of $1 billion in gold bars, which was more than 1 million gold bars. Man, and I think the mountain was like 20 feet tall in gold bars. And I guarantee you those gold bars from J.D. Rockefeller were melted down probably 50 years ago. Or, yeah, as soon as we got off the gold exchange. So Donald Trump is doing his best to convince Congress that the U.S. should adopt the MicroStrategy idea of a Bitcoin treasury reserve. But the Federal Reserve Bank is going to fight that because it threatens their monopoly money, which is the U.S. dollar. And the U.S. dollars, come on, the U.S. dollar is worthless. It's monopoly money. It has no more value than the money that you have in your monopoly game. The one U.S. dollar has the purchasing power of 3 pennies. And that's why we are struggling so much with the money that we have to live well here in the United States. So I'm going to get off my soapbox for today, but I'm letting you know. Let me know if you guys like the Crypto Kid TV logo in the right screen. If it's in the way, at the top right of my screen, the top left has the time and how many viewers, and the top right has my Crypto Kid TV logo. Let me know through your comments. Do you like it? Is it in the way? I'm not sure right now. I'm trying to figure it out. But for my one viewer out there, please put some comments below. Let me know. And my light keeps going in and out. So, and I'm still, there we go. I'm still getting used to using my lights and stuff like that. But I also have my window open. And so the light from the sun keeps going in and out. So with that, this is the Crypto Kid signing out. Remember, the future is crypto. If you want to get wealthy and healthy in 2025, go to kalimuscle.com/shop, sign up for one of our programs, And if you would like to get started in your Bitcoin education, go to plummeruniversity.com/Bitcoin mastery. All the links are down below. Subscribe as well as follow.